Is your baby at that age where he's starting to pull up on things a lot and you need an activity table? We have this one right here that we bought for our son Beckett, and this thing has been great. We've had it for a long time now. Like, he started pulling up maybe 4 months or 5 months, and he's almost 2 years now, and this thing has been a rock star for us. I want to tell you guys everything that we like about it. I want to go through all the buttons and settings and everything, and I'm going to tell you guys how Beckett used it whenever he was, after he learned to stand up, but also while he was standing up. First of all, hi all the new dads out there. This is Dad Reviews. This is where I give you my unedited, hopefully more authentic look at the products that we like, use, and have, and buy for our son to learn some motor skills. So if you're interested in that, you might want to consider clicking that subscribe button, and also hi to all the moms out there too, because I'm sure with kids' toys, there's probably some moms. So this right here is the Fisher-Price activity learning table thing. I don't really know the exact name of it. I'll find it and I'll put it in the description and all that. But it's got the little dog on there. And whenever our son was learning how to stand, he would like put his hand on it. It's got these 4 thick, bowed out legs. So it was really easy for him to be able to put a ton of weight on it, and we wouldn't have to worry about it falling over or anything, which was great. So once he was able to like get his hands up on there and like start to pull up on himself, he realized that it made noise and music and all kind of stuff, and he just loves this thing so much. He gravitated to it because of the music, and so it helped him to learn how to stand up more. So there's a little switch right here on the side. It has a few different settings. We have the off is all the way up, and then you have
it's learning time.
Learning time, the ABCs.
Let's learn Spanish.
It does it in Spanish as well. SP is what that says.
It's music time.
Music time, that's his favorite, and we're going to talk about that.
Let's play.
And then the play is just like a bunch of fun things that it can do. So we'll start with learning. Learning time. And we have, it's like a little computer looking thing here.
Close.
As you close it and open it, it'll say close and then open.
Open.
And then there's all these buttons right here with the first 6 letters of the alphabet.
A, B, C, D, E, F.
And then there's music.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q.
I'm not going to let y'all sit through this whole thing. I think you get the gist of what it does here. So I'm going to press the other button now.
Now I know my
Oh, it's just one button. I thought it did 2 different things. So another nice thing about this, y'all notice that I pressed the button again and nothing happened. So that's great, because if it was a different kind of toy, they like to press the button and then they press it again before it finished, and then you'd have to listen to it again, and you'd have to listen to it again, and they just sit there and press the button, and it just does the same thing over and over. With this one, they press it once, they have to listen to it all the way through, and they can't interrupt it, which is super nice. Because it just gets annoying whenever toys go like A. So then over here, oh, there's like a little mouse. It says up high, and down low. So just to teach them high and low. Then you have your piano here. Blue, yellow, green, purple. And the black ones don't work. This does light up. Just a fun little color thing right there. Nothing too fancy. Then you have your book. And this rolls, a little rattle. It says book and ball.
Monkey's playing piano.
Monkey, piano.
Here we all are, riding in the car.
In the car. That's all it is. Just these two pages here. And you just flip back and forth between them.
And there's Froggy playing ball.
Just it speaks what they're seeing in the picture there, which is nice. And then obviously it lights up. Then you have your telephone, which we lost the actual phone that went on here.
Hello?
But they have like a phone conversation type of thing.
1, 2,
It goes through all the
5.
numbers right there, and it lights up every time you press it. So great thing for numbers, alphabet, colors, and simple words and books,
Playing piano.
and story type of thing.
Let's learn.
So now we're going to go on over to Spanish.
Hello? Hola.
They say it in English and then in Spanish,
1, uno.
and then goes through the same thing with all your numbers there.
A, A,
Alphabet,
B, C.
and it does it all right there. Stop! And then there's a little song. It changes, you know, because we switched it to Spanish. We're not going to go through it all.
High, alto, low, bajo.
So it goes through all of those. Then you have your colors.
Azul,
I think y'all get the idea here. It says everything in English and in Spanish.
libro, ball, bola.
So this is Beckett's favorite, music time.
Music time.
And basically just whenever you press any buttons, it's going to play songs. This is one of his favorites, A. So whenever he like realized that it made music and he could pull up on himself, what he did is he'd pull up on it and then he'd press a button and he'd do his dance. And his dance was just kind of bending his legs like this. And that's great because one, it's giving him tons of exercise and using up lots of energy, but also it's kind of teaching him about rhythm too, and you know, listening to music and understanding like the rhythm of different things. So that was, I really like that about it as well. All these different songs that it plays. Got the piano over here, and the lights still light up with all the different songs that it plays. Got your book here, even just, you know, a simple song for that. And then there's the telephone song. This is probably the most annoying song on the thing, but I thought that I'd play it just to let you guys be able to hear it. Say bye-bye.
Say bye-bye.
So now another thing though, the last thing, hang on, there's one more.
Play.
The play. So this lets you like be able to play the piano. Just made a bunch of different sounds. It doesn't really teach you anything. It's just to be able to hear the different sounds, and it's a play thing. So he enjoyed that, but he liked the music the best. One thing, whenever he started being able to like stand on his own a lot more and not have to hold on, he takes this, and since it's top heavy, he just simply flips it up, and then it does that. So be forewarned about that. I wanted to make sure I demonstrated that for y'all because it was really, I was impressed by how easy it was for him to be able to flip this over since it's so top heavy because of the batteries and all the mechanics that are down up in here. And he would just kind of, you know, whenever he was done playing with it or he just thought it was funny, I mean, he'd just simply flip it up like that. It is sturdy enough though and built well enough to withstand that type of abuse. So it actually, we didn't have any issues with it. Now on the back here, there is different settings here for off. There's a low setting and then there's a high setting. This actually was so low on the low setting that we leave it on the high setting, and since he liked to dance to it and whatnot, we left it on there, and that worked well. Also on the legs, I like the different colors that they have, the orange, the green, the red, and the blue, and then they have the bottom with the purple, and then all the colors kind of come together on the top here, just as a great learning thing for them. You know, they'll be able to to be able to go through their colors with them. By the way, if you guys want to check this thing out, I'm gonna link it up down in the description below. Don't just take my word for it. Go and read other people's reviews about it and see what other people are saying. I'm just one guy. Granted, I had some experience with it and I know a lot about it, so you definitely not take mine with a grain of salt since I actually have experience. But you know, the reviews that other people leave on Amazon can really be enlightening, the things that I may not have thought of or that you may not have thought of. So I always put the link down in the description below for you guys. I wanted to get in here and tell you guys the batteries, but I need to find a screwdriver to get that thing open. Just judging from the size of it, it looks like it takes about 4 AA batteries, and I don't think that we have ever had to change the batteries on there. At least I don't recall doing that, and it seems the batteries seem to last on, and I guess, you know, it's not really that much energy that it's using, so it doesn't take much. Yeah, look, 3 AA batteries. That's like nothing. So, you know, it doesn't take gobs and gobs of really odd-sized batteries or anything like that. But definitely recommend this thing if your kids like music and learning things and they want to learn how to pull up on themselves. Like I said, I'll link it up down in the description below. If you guys want to see the toy that helped our son Beckett learn how to walk and take his first steps in, I'm gonna put that right there on the screen. You guys go click that video. I'll see y'all in that video. Thank you, dads, for watching. Probably some moms. That thumbs up is always appreciated, and Dad out.